Well, anyways, I am back with another video review episode 12 of Dr. Stone New World. Yep, Core 2 is finally here. After months of waiting, we finally got the second core of Dr. Stone. We've been excited. I've been excited for this for a while. I forgot to read the manga though, I'm sorry. I know I said was going to read the manga, but a lot of things happened in those past times. Well, then, a lot of new stuff that came out since then. So the next batch of 11 episodes will be coming until... see... It went in early December. Core 2 went in early December. So I expect Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2 will end to January. It's just a theory. Well, like, just how many episodes there are. But yeah, Core 2 is finally here, guys. And it was just a brilliant episode to see everyone again. Now, let's recap everything that's happened. In case you haven't seen it. So, basically, you only know the story of Senku since I reviewed Season 1 and Season 2, and Yusui. Let's go over the events of the previous core. Basically, after Yusui joins our whole things, they again head off. A few of the characters head off to find the source of the petrification beam to rescue to bring Tsukasa back to life. New introduction of new character Sawyers, who's been a background character most of the season, for the previous seasons. But if you watch seasons 1 and 2, I'm sure I might notice him. Sawyers was born on the island where the petrification beam came from. So they managed to find the island. Small Senku and a few other small group went off. Ryusu and everyone on the boat were petrified, except for Suika, who Ryusu managed to rescue. So it's a mega great mission. So along with a new friend, Amaryllis, I think her name was, Kohaku and Gimro, infiltrate the enemy space to cover something. They managed to get to the circle of the material needed for great limited revival fluid. Ended the core off there. And now the fluid's been achieved, the core ended. That's a brief, quick summary of everything that happened in Core 1. Or some of these specific events that are tied to this story. So yeah, let's get into it. Core 2 opens up with a little recap of where we last left off. It's now they got to get into the revival fluid. That though. I need to revive Kazuki-san. He's best. You'll help. Since he's a craftsman, they're gonna need him more. So, yeah, we get the new opening, which actually really works well. So it seems everyone's going to be revived. And the true war begins once everyone comes back to life. But not get my point. I think the trailer was misleading in making us think Sengo's plan is going to go down. It's going to have a snag with the villains finding out. But that could still happen with some differences. We'll just have to wait and see for the next few weeks. But I'm excited where the story goes. So yeah, opening really suits the mood. It's slow, in a good way. It's more off the lyrics than the action. It's more of a somber tone than an epic tone of the previous opening. Which, yeah, was over this point of the story. This is more of a symbol of sadness. This might be emotional. This might be emotional part for the characters. After the new opening, which actually released last week. Yes, the opening released early, just last week. Watch it, and it's pretty good. Should have mentioned that earlier. I may should have mentioned that when it came out, but I wanted to keep. I say to not talk about it and wait for Core 2 to come out to talk more about it. I say I got the lights on because it's easier. Because even with the door open, it's still dark. Very annoying. Only the lamp was working properly, so yeah. But two more videos tonight. Gotta keep the light on. Alright, Kazik. Anyway, again. So yeah, the main members of the Kingdom of Science have to find location of the boat. Of course, they're all being thrown into the ocean. Of course, Senku expected that. Think I had a feeling something like that would happen. What in the hell are they watching? Anyway. Of course, it's going to be tough to look through in it. It's going to be tough to track those places down that could get washed away with the currents. So for that, they need Musui. So they're going to need Musui for this. Ha ha! Of course, that's even another snag, because the bad guys are taking him to their base. So Senku will come up with a plan. Meanwhile, and contacts Kohaku, who's watching this whole thing going on in the enemy's kingdom. Basically, he's using Musui as a bargaining ship because he suspects there's a traitor, someone as a spy on them. Basically, he had his doubts from the start. Kohaku's definitely mad that they're destroying Musui, but Amaryllis and Game Rules try her best to hold her back. That's when she gets to go for Senku. And luckily she gets close upon next. So she takes Musui apart using her skills. And luckily, she managed to do it specific ways that they can still rebuild him without Yuzuriha. They won't be able to bring them back if they turn to dust. So what's the best they can do? And deliver the pieces one by one to Senku. And Kohaku could guess what he would say. Ha ha! Could guess what he says. And she's totally on the nose. Because after putting the pieces together, they revive him. Goes he means some new clothes, and with a new interesting shirtless. He's wearing short pants, no shirt, and a cape, and a paper hat. Because he saved her life, so she could do to help him. Yusui's a likable character. The revival process is different this time. But the others confused except for Senku, which makes sense when you think about it. Senku it's pointed out early on when the whole revival were in, since they'll be stuck, they'll be petrified for thousands of years. Well, it says 800 years, 3,700 years. So the materials in this petrification basically turn into stuff, basically break away from the cells and become just regular stone. And when they're revived, it cracks, falls off. Basically, like Like if your rock is being stick to you personally, you break it off. What's it mean? But since Ryushi hasn't been petrified that long this time, the revival process is different, and this is how it should be. It's very unique, bright, glowing light. Yusui is back. In just a little detail no one points out, his fingers, they're no longer blue. They look normal. The cracks are gone. That means repetrification. It doesn't mean you'll get new cracks. No, you actually, the cracks you already have are filled in and healed. A single point out the cracks in their body that have not fully unpetrified, fully done. The cracks in their bases. But now the cracks are gone from Yusui's fingers. So it looks like normal. That's pretty cool. No one points it out though. No one of the other characters points it out. Sadly. I kind of same. It's basically the same with when Yusui first appeared. No one pointed out why his fingers were blue, why the crack was on his fingers and blue. Like seriously, no one pointed out why they were blue. No one asked why. There's a little detail I wish they brought up. And again, it could have been blue for the anime. Again, the anime could have just made it blue for a reason. It could have been black in the manga. That might be the reason why. And Ryushi revived. He said the exact words Kohaku predicted he would say. That's how much she knows him. Respect, girl. Respect. And Ryusui easily assesses the situation. Is he revived? He's the person who revives. That means they're gonna need his navigation skills to find the rest. Because he need to make a drone too. That's why he wanted to revive Kasaki to make the drone. Well, hilarious. I was still the same after many months of since we last saw them. I love these guys. I'm looking forward to season 4 when it gets announced. We do not know when season 4 will come out. It may come, and it may not be announced at the end of the core. But again, it runs till December, so we're still be announced on season 4 in December if it's coming out in 2024, or they announce it to be in production, which I doubt. I'm sure it'll be production starting in 2024. And we announced that year's Jump sometime in the year or that year's Jump Festa. It's just a guess though. You do not know, and I'm worth waiting for a while. I don't know. The series we can still read the manga in that place. I'm looking forward to what gets announced at Jump Festa this year. Hopefully, I'll be able to tune into the live stream and give it a watch. If I don't have any to review that day, that is. Probably won't be able to tune into the live stream if they have one. Who knows? They probably usually do, so we'll just wait. It will be in Japanese only. Be able to watch it as you get what's revealed. Anyway, invite the location. So they end up heading to the location where they since they had to do it during the day because they won't be able to see it at night. And they'll be spotted once they come out for air. So doing it here is easier. Because at least I don't know, they tried when Ryusui and Soyos tried diving down, they couldn't last a few seconds because they can't breathe down there. So they decides to make some oxygen tanks. I do like Gen's comment that they're not really physical. Yes, they're not that part. It's not suited for this part, which or something like that. It makes sense too because they're both weak as hell when it comes to strength. Their structures and their unique skills. Senko's science against mentalism. Very useful members. That makes me wonder, when ends Tsukasa's revive, will he be a recurring character now? Stick around in the Kingdom of Science? Or will he be going somewhere else on his own? You know, to have a nice trip with his sister. And also, we'll wait and see. I don't know if the storyline's going to last the entire core. It may last for at least until episode 10, I think. Or maybe the battle will be over by then. Depends on how long it's going to be. We don't know. Hey, I'm looking forward to what we get to know. I mean, oh yes. Using parts of the science mobile, I like to call it. Once you make oxygen tank, first one. The second one was tougher to make. It took 10 hours to pump them up. That's nice. So now they're ready. Ryusui and Sawyers head on to the ocean the next day. Again, that's how long they're going to have to breathe under there. Mrs. Senko says that basically around 10 minutes. No time. This is a do or die mission. They have to do it in this try. They have to rescue Kazuki in this try. Otherwise, they won't be able to do it. They can't do it. They'll take too long to make more. We gotta make more. So this is the only thing they can do. Soyuz has pretty good memory. I like how we got to learn more about this character since his introduction in the later episodes of the last call. We got to know him a little more. He was just a background character, I think. I have to give the series a rewatch at some point. Just to check to see if we can spot him in the background during the episodes. You should do the same if you're interested. We're pretty interested to see if we can spot Sawyer's combination. Senku, they managed to find everyone. Is Koski's too tough to put out. So Ryusui uses Morse code for the revival fluid. It was either revive, and the strongest one they have, Taiju. And there's water. The water will make the revival fluid go up, so they won't be able to pour it on him. But Ryusui as a do it like more. Ryusui thinks on the fly and uses his oxygen tank to bring Taiju back. Those Taiju's cracks gone too when he survived. Simo Goofball. Ryusui does his best to explain what he can. Taiju said to do it one by let Ryusui keep breathing. So three of their strengths working together, they managed to win all Koski's pieces. Senku, who says, "Yo, Katsuki-san," and "Yo, Big Oaf." That was actually a great line. Judge around trying to see if Senku might get petrified. And that'd be a test when the kid decides to do what they can to rescue Senku without his genius. That'd be an interesting way to do. Curious to see if that will happen because the villains will definitely find out. Will they find out next week? Who knows? This is where the episode ends. I'm looking forward to the next episode. I like the accurate science they portray. They make science out of real things. They must have the crew behind this anime must have done a lot of research behind this. A lot of scientific research against scientific advice to do this. So I praise you for that. Anyway, what do you think of this episode? Did you enjoy the Core 2? Are you gonna keep watching Core 2? Or wait for it to be over? I'm looking forward to the comments down below. I'll see you guys later. for Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2. We'll really catch you in 2023. Kill Phoenix out.